You need to slow down.
And we want to kick ourselves for not having thought of that in the moment. Assalamu alaikum and hello. We're going to speak about a few tools that I have in my toolkit that help me slow down, get into my feminine, relax, enjoy the here and now, being present in the moment. Read that book by Eckhart Tolle. It will really help you be grounded. It'll help you put more life back into your years. Because as human beings, we're either suffering from anxiety or depression. Anxiety because we're living in the future, anticipating all the things that could go wrong. And depression because we're living in the past, you know, ruminating over things that had gone bad and old wounds and people that have hurt us and nasty things that were said to us and all the witty comebacks that we could have made. And we want to kick ourselves for not having thought of that in the moment. So all of this anxiety and depression because of the past and everything that's happened, all the losses, you know, deaths of loved ones, pain, heartbreak, whatever it is that has happened in the past, is taking away your present. So when you dwell on the past, you're losing now. If you're living in the future, you're still not living in the now because you're anxious about what could go wrong, about everything. And if you're an overthinker like me, it really takes a lot of discipline to reel it back. There's a few tools that I have to do this. So the first thing is prayer. If there's any space that you can get lost in, hopefully not find a place for anxiety and depression and the past and the future and witty comebacks, is your 5 daily salah. If you can really be present in that, speak to your Lord and know that He watches and sees and controls everything, then that conversation will take on a whole new meaning for you. Especially in your sujood, when you let go of all the mountains from your shoulders and cast it onto the ground. I'm letting it go. It's not in my control, so I'm not going to worry about it. I surrender. I submit to divine decree, to your will, and to the powerlessness of my own abilities. And there's no point in me worrying about it because life is going to play out the way it's meant to anyway. We're all going to die. We're all going to either go to heaven or hell. So the second thing is breathing. Breathing deeply. You've not accessed a lot of the chambers of your lungs when you were born and you got to smack up your bottom and started to cry and wail really loudly. That accessed a whole lot of chambers in your lungs in order for you to breathe really deeply. Crying did that, and we did that wonderfully as babies to open out all of those alveoli. As we grew up and got stressed, breathing is shallower than ever. We're like frantic rabbits in the wild, shallow breathing, always stressed out, always darting, always frantic and very, very anxious. Start off by breathing really deeply. Now, one method that has helped me absolutely kickstart and rewire my system was the Wim Hoff method. So this is taking an ice bath. Of course, start gradually if you need to build up to it. But if you know anything about me, I of course dive straight into this tub full of ice. I came out feeling literally brand new and feeling like I was a new person. I literally felt like a superhuman at that moment. My brain, no fog, crystal clear thinking. My breathing was very deep and rich with oxygen. And I cannot tell you what that does for your blood, for your energy levels, for your thinking clarity, and for your overall feeling of well-being. Absolute zen. I was zen personified, zen on two legs. I cannot tell you. And it just makes you feel like you can take on anything. The third thing is stretching. So stretching, whether you do it in yoga, whether you do it in your seat while you're on your laptop or your computer, just stretching every single muscle of your body daily, or at least try as many muscles as you can. It's going to help push blood there, push new cells there, invigorate it and make you feel refreshed. The other thing that I found really helpful was when I visited my chiropractor, she told me that our heads weigh about from grams to a kg or anything in between, maybe more. And every time we crane forward, whether it's to stare at our laptop or to stare at our phones, which we navel gaze quite a lot doing, this actually puts a lot of pressure on our spine and we end up getting those humpy necks and humpy backs. And I'm all about posture, as I've always been from my etiquette classes, always maintaining that if you want to appear confident, if you want to have blood flowing throughout your body, you need to have a good posture. Not only does it look good, but you're actually protecting your spine and not damaging it and putting all your weight forward when it needs to be rested back in an aligned position. Not craning forward, unclenching your jaw, pushing it back, all of that helps with relaxation, being here in the now, allowing all of your, your body to function at its optimal. Look at the sky, look at the birds, look at trees, look at nature, listen to the birds humming, listen to all of the beautiful songs that they sing. Take a moment to outline with your eyes the sky and the cloud design and the cloud formation. If you've done geography in school, try to remember and recall what cloud formation that is. All of that helps you be more present and more in your feminine, and this helps you relax and connect with source, with Allah, with yourself, with creation, with the here and now, and helps you be more alive.
Tim and Bob, Bobby Valentino, you know how we do.
You need to slow down.
Slowing down your pace. I walk very fast. As you can imagine, I built these calves in London. Slowing down your walking. Slowing down your chewing when you're eating. This is a big one. How many of us just mindlessly shovel food down our throats, don't even know what we're eating sometimes because we're eating in front of the TV or the laptop or our phones, don't even taste our food, don't even realize sometimes that our food's actually cold or piping hot, and then we burn ourselves. So all of this lack of consciousness takes away from the simple joy of just eating or drinking or, you know, experiencing one of the pleasures of life through food, through entertainment, through family, through walking, sleeping, running, enjoying the environment as it is right now, being in the present, and look very confident, comfortable, and in a way regal. People will notice that you're not frantic like everyone else. You're very still and you're very calm, and this is beautiful. It's also very, very strong, like a deep kind of strength. And this makes people feel very safe with you. And it also makes you feel very comfortable, and those around you feel comfortable in your presence. And this is a very beautiful and graceful thing. So grace is a huge thing when it comes to slowing down and femininity. There's receiving with grace, living with grace, forgiving with grace, eating with grace, moving with grace, just slowing down, being more graceful. Can you imagine a frantic ballerina? It's not soothing at all to watch. It will in fact stress you out. The other thing that helps is cleaning your spaces out. So making sure you don't have that chair that dumps all your clothes on it. Jordan Peterson speaks about this a lot when he says, clean your room, make your bed. This is how you should start your day. And if you can do that, then you can conquer the world. In order to live a more meaningful, intentional life that is graceful and feminine and in flow and very deeply experienced, then you will need to, of course, declutter. And then lastly, but not least, is meditation. And of course, in the Islamic tradition, we have Dhikr. So you can mention the 19 names of Allah with your eyes closed, or you can just sit quietly in a room where it's peaceful and deeply breathe and concentrate on something or nothing, or just sit there and be and think about nothing. Try and clear your mind, help you be in your feminine, be in flow, be in the present, enjoy now. And also the main thing, this is your bonus point, is to practice the art of doing nothing. This is a huge one because we think we're doing nothing when we're mindlessly scrolling, but you're filling your mind with garbage. Largely, the majority of our scrolling on social media is garbage. It causes you anxiety, whether you realize it or not. I want you to practice the art of doing nothing. Set aside an hour a day if you need to schedule it. But just sit on a couch and do nothing. Do absolutely nothing. Hopefully, try this when no one's around if you have that option. And just do nothing. Just sit without your phone, without your laptop, without any stimuli of any kind, and without another person there, and just do nothing. And you will see the brain waves and your behavior change and become more in flow and aligned with your deepest and highest truths. So looking forward to hear what you have to share with me of your journey of being feminine, in flow, less anxious, and more in the present, in the now. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.
Tim and Bob, Bobby Valentino.